Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss next topic of first chapter, and the topic that we will cover today that are nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi operators. The first topic will start, that is nucleus. This is called brain or master of the cells. If we are talking about the discovery of nucleus, so it was discovered by Robert Brown in 1831 in orchid cells. Now see the structure. We will see the structure of the nucleus. So it is centrally located, oval-shaped structure and found in every cells. But there are few exceptions like mammalian RBC and seed tuba phloem. Nucleus is not present. Nucleus mainly consists 4 parts: nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm, nucleolus, and chromatin thread. So we will discuss one by one all the parts of the nucleus. The nuclear envelope or nuclear membrane is made up of lipoprotein. Lipoprotein means lipid and protein. Lipid means fat. So it is made up of fats and protein which have ribosomes on its surface. If you are talking about the next part of the nucleus, that is nucleoplasm. So we all know that nucleoplasm is a jelly-like substance. So jelly-like substance which is present inside the nucleus is called nucleoplasm. And if it is present in the cell, then it is called cytoplasm. So this nucleoplasm is a jelly-like fluid which covers the area inside the nuclear membrane. Now we'll discuss the structure of the nucleus. Let's see. Nucleus is a oval-shaped structure, means it is covered by 2 membrane. The first membrane is called outer membrane and the second membrane is called inner membrane. And you can see here ribosomes is present on the nuclear membrane, and this thread-like structure that is also arises from the nuclear membrane, that is called endoplasmic reticulums. And the jelly-like substance which is present inside, that is called nucleoplasm. And this is structure which is present here, spherical structure, this is known as nucleolus. And this thread-like structure which is present in the nucleoplasm, that is called chromatin thread. Now, this nucleoplasm contain enzymes, ribosomes and chromatin thread. So what is present in nucleoplasm? Especially enzymes, ribosomes and chromatin thread. Nucleolus is a dense circular structure which contain nucleic acid, means DNA and RNA, that is called nucleic acid, and enzymes for the preparation of the ribosomes. Chromatin thread, that is a thread-like structure, because of that it is called chromatin thread. It carries genetic information in the form of the gene. So genes are the unit of hereditary which carry information regarding protein synthesis and control the development characters in an individual. And one more thing, if a cell is containing 1 nucleus is called uninucleate, and if a cell is containing 2 nucleus is called binucleate, and containing many nucleus is called multinucleates. So I hope you are clear with this topic. And the next topic, that is endoplasmic reticulum. Actually, it's a network of the channel bounded by membrane where one end is connected to nuclear membrane, another is connected to the plasma membrane. Now, depending upon the presence and absence of ribosomes on ER, it is of 2 types. If ribosome is present, then the endoplasmic reticulum is called rough endoplasmic reticulum, and if ribosomes are absent, then the endoplasmic reticulum is called SER, means smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So especially this ER is of 2 types, SER and RER. And we'll see the structure. So this is cisternae, tubules and vesicles. If we are talking about the function of the endoplasmic reticulum, so this will provide support to the cell. It's a channel for transport because one end is connected with the nuclear membrane, another is connected with the plasma membrane. So it's a channel for a transport also. And the next point is it synthesizes protein and store lipid. Why we are saying it synthesize protein? If a ribosome is present on the surface, then wherever ribosomes will be present, so this will synthesize protein. So if ribosome is present on ER, then it will synthesize protein, and if it is not present, then it will synthesize, it will store the lipid. And the next cell organelles, that is Golgi apparatus. This Golgi apparatus is also known as Golgi complex or Golgi body. In plant cells, this Golgi apparatus is found in the scattered unit form. So because of that, it is called dictyosome. If you're talking about the discovery of Golgi apparatus, so this was discovered by Camillo Golgi in 1898. And because of that, this is called Golgi body, because the scientist who has discovered this structure, this organelle, his name was Camillo Golgi. Now, it is a special structure which consists of cisternae or flattened sac as well as vesicles. This Golgi apparatus consists of two phases. The first phase is known as cis phase, that is called forming phase. Another phase that is called maturing phase. Now, if we will see the diagram here, you can see this tubular structure that is called cisternae, and when this vesicle that will be added to the cisternae. So basically, the main function of the cis phase or the forming phase is that this vesicles that will be just added to the cisternae. And what will be the function of the trans phase? This trans phase, actually, this will secrete the vesicles as well as the lysosome. So we can understand the cis phase or forming phase. Here this vesicles will be added to the cisternae, while this trans phase that will just secrete the vesicles as well as the lysosome. Let's see. Cis phase receive the vesicles from endoplasmic reticulum and add to the cisternae, whereas this trans phase form the secretory vesicles and the lysosomes. Now, we are talking about the function of the Golgi complex. So, it will secrete enzymes, hormones as well as mucus. The next function of Golgi body, that is, it forms lysosome, lipoprotein, polysaccharides, and even this will also synthesize cell wall and the plasma membrane. And it also forms cell plates during the cell division in the plant cells. I hope you are clear with the topic. And the next topic that I'll discuss in the next video. Thank you.